Now, I normally would say, here we go, somebody come up, but there's somebody at the last town hall, I promised if they came tonight, you could ask the question. I want to kick it off with him. So Lee, I'm going to call you up to ask your first question, and then after that, it'll be anybody who wants to come up.
Well, I have 6 questions.
I said one question. I know you. Go ahead.
I just want to know if there's any updates on the property that the city took from the Navy, through the National Park
The 405, 406 acres that we took,
like that.
and the purpose of that is to do what? Not all of it.
Whatever you want with
But
it.
Lee has been, usually we have a lot of car enthusiasts here. They've come to all of our town halls, I think all 29. I think, Lee, you've been to all 29.
Yeah, pretty much.
And this is something we made a commitment to because there is a big, big interest across the island in auto sports. And especially the fact that Oahu is the only island that doesn't have any kind of a racetrack or outlet. And what it does is it lends itself to speeding, which I know some of you are going to want to talk about tonight with our officers in the room. So we'll be there in a second. Okay? Yeah, I don't want to have a staying in line. I just said if you just stay seated, and then you come up when we're done with him. That's how we're doing it, because it just cuts off people being able to see this. So I'm glad you asked that question. Michael Formby, Managing Director.
So Lee, thank you for that question.
I'm sorry I bother you so much.
No,
Mike.
you're not. So we made a commitment a long time ago to Lee that we would provide a forum for motorized recreational sports. And Laura got an email today from David at the National Park Service, and I'm going to let Laura give the update because she's the one that asked the question, that spent a lot of time on the phone with David to convince him to email us what he did.
So Lee, I am happy to let you know that the National Park Service has agreed to allow us to do an interim use for the 20-acre lot out at Kalaeloa for a motorsports recreation use. We're not allowed to build there, but we can do, as you know, because when I worked with you when I was at DLNR, a dirt-style track for racing, and that can happen concurrent with while we go through with the master planning for the overall area. So the National Park Service had to agree to this, what's called a program of utilization for this type of use. I spent a lot of time with the contact at the National Park Service, let him know that my husband proposed to me at a backpacking trip at Glacier National Park, and we took all of our girls backpacking at the national parks. So I got his support and said there are many types of recreation, and we have to support this type as well. And so they've notified us today that they are approving the interim use, and they look forward to working with us on the long-term master planning as well.
Wow, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you, Mike. Thank you.
Lee, I'm absolutely tickled that that happened just today. And look, as I said, I think Lee and a whole lot of other people have been at all 27 town halls. In fact, in our first year, they were demonstrating. You've gotten a little bit more, so I'm glad we're able to deliver. I'm excited about that. Excited for anything that we can do to enhance his recreational opportunities on our island.